past time frame dodgers starting from this place. I be this everything we did look now. Now let me first explain the first scenario now that caused the bearish sign. She get good. If you notice the entry mode I told you guys, I'll draw for you. Let me draw for a bearish zone now. I think market they come like this. Market they come like this. Not bad. I want to think from down here like this. Okay. Break of structure. Second one are inducements. Nice. Change of character stuff for here. From a continuous direction before going down. Nice. So the entry mode I give you guys, why I show you guys was I said you have to like look for a valid order block must have a valid break of structure, which is this now. See, we don't see a break of structure for here now. Now let's check this place first. No, let me first draw everything now. She get money, have a bear, and you know the second break of structure that formed a pullback now after the first break of structure is what we call the liquidity or inducement, which is it. She get now, and it always making sense to use last. I have since this is a short, the last low as your target. Which this is it. This is the last low. She get now good. Like I said now, if you notice now, this stuff has a break of structure, inducement. So you see what we want: the inducement and liquidity and a break of structure. Let's now say this was an FVG or imbalance. We'll still go to the chart. I want to explain this for you guys. She gets now. Now let's not say this is our order block. Yeah, which was let's now see this is our order block now. Since we've seen what we want as our A plus, since we've seen our A plus, what you want in a chart, which we call the A plus. You get now. Let's put our scenario now. This is what I'm saying that means sometimes this is what I do look in chat. I don't say anything like this, I won't enter the trade. But that doesn't say that that doesn't say that if some things like this, if some things appear in the chat, that doesn't say a trade should not hit test. So sometimes our trade must hit test. So that's the reason I do use sometimes a low SL. I see that okay, this is complete. So now see this thing now. See this thing now. Let's take it to the chart. Now what I saw on your phone, I noticed you draw your other block. Good. So now let me draw. Let's use this entry model now. First, our valid break of structure, which is this. It must be on the body of the candle. She gets. That's how you know the break of structure is valid. Not that it will be close with it will be week to week. No, it doesn't work that way. Let me say example like this now. Week to week. When some traders will draw something like this. That isn't a valid break of structure. I won't lie for you. So you get the valid structure must be close with the body now. Now we know this is a valid break of structure. So this is a valid break of structure now. Let's say this is a pullback, which we know as our inducement. Which we know as our inducement. We should know as our inducement now. I'm coming. Let me check the 1 hour time frame. I want to check something for you now. Now let me say if I like use the low, I have to go like let me say 30 minutes or 15 minute time frame. This is where the break of structure will be around this place area here, around something here. She gets. Now let me check around something. That's where the break of structure will be. I want you to understand what I'm. Okay, let's still go. Wait. Okay, this is it. Good. This I was not lying. This is where the break of structure will be. It's around that place, the first break of structure. That's why you have to like check. That's why all time frame are like needed. So now this is where the first break of structure will be. Good. That's the first break of structure. And if you check now, there's an imbalance. There's an imbalance over here. Let's put it over here now. Let's put it over here. If you notice, there's a gap there, which is our imbalance now. Now let's go back to the 2 hours time frame. What I need in the 15 minutes was to confirm the break of structure, which is being confirmed now. So now I think this is where we are, which is being confirmed. If you notice, it's drawn, but it will be small because this is a 2 hour time frame. See, that's it there. So now our inducement also, if you go to the 15-minute time frame also, it's was shown there also. Now that was a pullback. Okay, let's go back there. Sorry, I'm using a phone that is loading. See, this was the second and the pullback after a break of structure, after a value break of structure, is our liquidity or our inducement. She gets. Now this is a break of structure now, and this was a pullback. Nice, which is our inducement. If you notice now, I first drew the inducement from 14 minutes, 2 hours time frame. But I'm taking it here for you to know how it's being formed. You get so inducement now, a break of structure and a FVG is already there. So what we'll be looking for now is our order block, since we've seen the valid things we need. You get, we've seen the valid things we need. So now let's draw our order block now. It should be like this. Sorry. Our point of interest now, which is this is it. You get, which this is it now. Let me just draw it more down, but this is what we're going to see first in the market. Or we should just draw it down, expecting it to like go then. I said in this diagram I drew over here, I said in diagram over here, I said let the last low be your target. You get, so now our target will be like this. Let us say this was where the market was before we analyze the short. You get, now this is it. Your target will be there. Your target will be the last low. This was the last low. Good. This was the last low. So now let's put our scenario now. Let's put our scenario for short position. We took our short from here. She get took action from here to the last low. Like I said in that diagram. Good. Nice. Do you see now? I hope you understand about this one now. If I like continue drawing the break of structure self, you self you see another break of structure here. So this was a down trade. So you get. So this was a down trade. And we had like look for our change of character. Our change of character to the uptrend was formed over here. It will be formed, let me say it will be formed from here. Yes. But I like check the lower time frame. Now from there the change of character will be formed here. Or even at this place self. At this lower price self. I check the lower time frame. So that was the change of character to the upside. You get then with this entry model low self. This entry model alone is okay for you. If you know what you are doing, if you aren't like chasing the market, this entry model, I've done for you guys once. The entry model alone is okay for you in the market. You get. So boom. You see, check the entry model. I'll drop it for you guys before you can see that it's the same with the entry model I dropped for you guys the other day. This one is for the bearish setup. Boom. It hits the lower low as I did there. A valid break of structure was formed at the lower minute time frame. We found our inducement, even we found our inducement in 2 hours time frame, and we still find it same also at the 15-minute time frame. You get. You can't just like analyze sharp. Check it one by one, know what you are doing, know what is occurring in the lower minute time frame. You get. If you check now, if you notice, at first it was a sniper entry. Then it boomed over here. Then it went back up again, leaving some sweep over here. So you get, then boom. Now about like long it now. This will be my target now for long. This sweep over here. So you get, because the market will have to like collect that liquidity before like say moving down. So you get now. So now I noticed that you did a long position also. So you get. Now let me now show you how this long happened. Now this long now didn't happen from here. You know happen from this side. So you get this long way they move. Let's check the 4 hours time frame. Good. I'm coming on. For time frame. This is the 4 hour time frame now. For what I saw now, I noticed that the long now, I have to like check the long happened from here. She gets that push up. We have like know what happened during this push up now. She gets there was a break of structure that was being formed. She gets there was a break of structure that was being formed. Liquidity over here was collected, which caused the push up. She gets the correct liquidity there, then it did a massive move to the upside. So you understand now? It did a massive move to the upside. So now, but let's check what was the block that caused that break of structure. The block that caused that break of structure was this one. Was this nigga over here? Or this short nigga, not this nigga. So you understand? Not this nigga. So this nigga that caused the break of structure for the continuation of the stuff now. Now let's see. That was the break of structure now. Complete, and this is our inducement. She get this is our inducement. Yes, now person don analyze this token down for like this 4 hours now for like okay August 25, Tuesday August 12. Person don analyze this token now from which day is this? 7th August this month. She get now, and now it's mostly for like swing traders sef. If you check the lower time frame, you go see that place is an inducement, that has a break of structure. But like I'm like check it now, it will be very very wide because I'm using my phone to like analyze now. She get now. Now I join our OB from here. I join our OB now from here. She gets last candle from the top to the down. From here, good, to the down. Imbalance is there. Yeah, we have an imbalance over here. An imbalance over here. And just I'm using for example now. She gets because I'll check the lower time frame. It will surely be there. She gets it will surely be there. And now let's say this was the recent high now formed. This was the recent high. Now let's say this was the recent high now. This was the recent high formed. Let's use this as our target. So this is how swing traders work over, I swear. Because you see, I've noticed in this nigga long now, we've seen like shots over there. We've seen shots over there now. Let me show you something now. This stuff, this stuff. Some people may want to try it over here. But it's not valid. They will get stop out over here. You know the reason why? From here now, there wasn't a valid break of structure. From here now, she gets. Like, let me see. This is a valid break of structure now. Good. This is a valid break of structure. A pullback. That's if I'm to like check the lower time frame now. A pullback. Okay, it worked. The entry is there. This is a break of structure over here. It worked. This is a break of structure. Let me just do it once. I want to like show you that same setup works. So this is a break of structure. Let me say this is a break of structure over here. She gets this is a break of structure over here. That same setup, if you notice now, let me show you something now. Same setup, a pullback as our inducement. This will be our entry now. Let's say this is our entry. You know, I cannot just draw this week as our entry if I'm not like check the other time frames to to be sure of it. Then you set your short position scenario over here. Shakam at the lower low, which is this. See, that same setup, that same entry module, let's say you have a risk to reward now. That same entry module, it worked. Like this is a one ratio 2. That same entry module, if you notice, it's worked, but you have to like use a tiny SL now. It's with our SL before going away. She understand. At like use a tiny SL. It's with our SL before going away. I'm about to like find what caused that SL now. I'll still be going far. Like that is for those that do use tiny Excel, but maybe not mention that do use a tiny Excel. So now that same entry mode, this same entry module that I use over here. The same entry module I use over here. The same entry I use for here, I use for here. Check value other block, our inducement slash liquidity, the other block, the lower low as your TP. Sure you get. Now because he's my student, because the teacher really hard. She understand. So now TP you get that same entry module. So now if you notice now, that's the same entry module I'm using for this long buy. I like change this to like long now. Like switch to the other side to the long. It's same thing. She gets. It's same thing. I don't want to do it now. It's as I was saying now. I was saying for this long position now. Assuming I have I'm using a laptop now, I will have explained from down to down, from lower time frame. But if I'm using my phone, I will just scroll, they go back. Now you see, a very high imbalance was there. Our pullback as our inducement. This was what caused the break of closure. It was this candlestick that caused the break of closure to the upper side. Then our higher high, as I said over here, bam. Then I set our scenario over here now, because no normal you want to set a scenario at this other block, which is just even if you notice that it was even a sniper entry as well. Long position, bam. So now this trade now for swing traders. Now they don't do research down on top arm. Now they'll be like, good. Set their SL below this candle. Set their SL below this candle. Nice. Now sef, this trade now, even if they use 100x leverage, they'll be like 600%, and if they use 10x, they'll be 60% win at the moment. So that's it. Shey you get. That same entry module, that same entry mode for long position, same for short position. I hope you understand. I hope you understand what caused this long position. I hope you understand what caused this short position. And let me see. And I'm sure that I explained this way. If you don't understand, let me know so I can go back again and re-explain for you. This entry model is all you need. Just back test it. You notice that nobody say I don't enter this token before. Maybe say I know the copy and no. Just send came to my DM saying I should help you to watch the one you did, and you were right also. Sure you get. I'm not explaining because you said you don't understand how it works. I'm explaining on how it happens. Sure you get. Waiting happens for what caused the short and long. Really. This and you notice before I start even explaining for you, this was what I drew first, and I use that to explain everything. So simple, not hard, just like ABC. Sure you get. So thank you, and I hope I explained well. That's the cocoa, so you can understand. Sure you get. So you can start making money in the market yourself. No greediness, patience is the key. Sure you understand.